This is Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV. Yes, I am.
One step more. One step more. One step more. Until you reach your goals. One step more. Save them soul. One step more. One step more. How good it is to reach the
Live for Love TV. This is Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV.
Welcome back, Live for Love TV. Today is the 9th day of the 10th month of the 21st year in the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Today, we're going to talk about the artist, the reggae artist, Jacure. And we're going to start off by saying we send all best wishes to Jacure right now, who is currently locked up, awaiting, as far as I know, trial in Amsterdam. And only a bad-minded person, as far as I'm concerned, would wish him any harm in there or in his life. A lot of people, not just because they like his music, a lot of people like Jacure. Now, Jacure has been in serious trouble in Jamaica in the past. As far as I know, he did time for rape and robbery, which is about as bad as it gets. And he got convicted for it, although he still claims his innocence. As far as I know, he got convicted for it. For some reason, the reggae fraternity, along with many people around the world, forgave Jacure. It didn't ruin his career. In fact, when he came out of prison, his career went from strength to strength. Though some people reckon his music has changed from the original real hardcore roots that he started with, he still has a good career. He's found himself in trouble in the Bahamas, if I remember, on social media. He's found himself in trouble all over the place since then, before he's ended up in this situation he is in Amsterdam. Now there's now reports, though he's there for apparently attempted murder, there are now reports saying that he was provoked. Now, some people are going to say no, he wasn't, but I don't know. The story will come out. Some people are saying that the person that he attacked was about to attack him. As time goes on, I'm sure the story will become more clear. So people are not really down on Jacure like they are with other people, because there might be provocation to this. People have to understand that when you come from certain environments like a lot of us do, where violence is almost the order of the day, people you know get killed on a regular, family members, friends, and associates. Yeah, take two, got slightly interrupted there, yeah. Associates, families and friends becoming badly affected by things that happen to us in the environment. And trauma is a terrible thing. I don't care, as I said, I don't care what anyone says. Everyone's affected by it. Not everyone turns to violence. Not everyone gets himself into trouble because they come from the inner cities, whether it's in Jamaica, America, Chicago, whatever. But everyone's affected by it. And if you know anything about that environment, you know that people have very short tempers in those environments. And sometimes things that should just be able to be spoken about turn into violent altercations. And this happens. This happens because the trauma has not been healed with these people. And I think Jacure is one of those people. He appears, when you hear him talk and you hear the arguments he gets into, you can clearly see that there is some serious damage, psychological, with a young Jacure. Some will say he's not that young, he's a big man. But yes, he's a big man, but to me, he's still a youth. And you can see it in his psychology. Now, if these charges stick, unlike when he was in Jamaica and still making music behind bars, came out to a great career, if these charges stick, I'm assuming, as far as his career goes, it's all over. So, as I say, we wish him all the best and hope that maybe he can find some way out of this. And maybe he can maybe take this as his last chance, if he gets out, as his last chance. because he needs to understand that in every situation, like he's in anyway, there is some version of attraction. You put yourself in certain circumstances, you're a higher risk. Doesn't mean that things should happen to you because you walk on a certain street at night. I'm not blaming people for that, but we all know that all of us, day to day, we have to be careful of situations and the places we go, the people we talk to, and the people we move with. It's sad to know that he could go so far around the world, and he's been many places, as I know. You've seen him with pictures with Lionel Messi, the footballer, former Barcelona football, PSG footballer. So he's been in many places in the world, and he's toured all over the world. But he could go so far in the world and find himself in an altercation. And the problem is with Jacure, and why I'm addressing it, is when you come from certain environments and you're poor, and you come from what we call the ghetto, the streets, the inner cities, you often do music to get out of that situation so you can live well. Well, Jacure is not short of a few pennies. He's not short of money. He should understand now that he's going to have to learn. He should have learned by now that you don't put yourself back where you came from. Now, other people are going to say, well, you know, you can take the man out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the man. There may be a lot of truth in that, especially in this case. But I still think that this is a young man that's been troubled for a long, long time, and we've all seen it. And people have commented on it constantly, and they've tried to offer him help. And people have to seek help. They have to go towards help. They claim they claim he broke down in court. I don't know how true that is. Before he got his bail, before he was denied bail, sorry, they say he broke down in court and he was crying. That wouldn't surprise me, because this is a highly traumatized person. Just because somebody picks up a knife or even a gun, and they may act like they're bad and tough, it's usually the trauma that they've suffered in their psychology that causes them to react the way they react. Doesn't make them a bad man, just makes them a very sad person. So we're looking at Jacure's situation here. We're hoping for the best. We're hoping that he can come back without going down for this, come back to himself, sit down with somebody, go wherever he has to go. I mean, I don't know if he's taking any substances that is also making his trauma even worse. I don't know. People say he's on something, I don't know. But if he is, he needs to shake it. And if it's incarceration that makes him shake it, but let that be the way. The universe will take care of him. I keep saying, I hope he does turn his life around. He seems to be a young man who has got things going for him in one way. People like him, not just because of his music. I know he's somebody that a lot of people do like, though obviously there's a lot of people he's rubbed up the wrong way. But anyway, Jacure is a symbol of what happens to a lot of the inner city youths, inner city people in most of these inner city countries that are very poor and deprived, not just in Jamaica, in America, in Nigeria, in the UK. And it's very sad because people often don't see the damage that's done when they fire a shot and take someone's head out in front of a crowd of people. A lot of those people in that crowd are traumatized for life. And sometimes violence starts to become second nature to even some of the witnesses of those crimes. And we don't talk about that. We only talk about the bad man upon the ends. So I thought I'd address the Jacure situation since it seems to be in the news and seems to be popular. But anyway, you know, I like to keep it short and sweet. Wishing him all the best, wishing you all the best. Live for Love TV back here. Take care. See you soon.
People, one step more, one step more, one step more, one step more until you reach your goals. One step more.
This is Live for Love.